Eighth grade, it's week 17, and we're talking about the electromagnetic spectrum. Today, you should be able to identify the various properties of infrared, ultraviolet, and visible light, all three of which are considered light. So, perhaps you've seen this before, slip, slop, slap. Have you ever heard that slogan? It stands for slip on a shirt, slap on some sunscreen, and slap on a hat. The slogan originated in Australia in the 1980s, but it has since been adopted in many other places around the globe. It sums up simple steps you can take to protect your skin from sunlight. Sunlight consists of a wide range of electromagnetic waves, some of which are harmful. Electromagnetic waves are waves that carry energy through matter or space as vibrating electrical and magnetic fields. Electromagnetic waves have a wide range of wavelengths and frequencies. Sunlight contains the complete range of wavelengths of electromagnetic waves, which is called the electromagnetic spectrum. Light includes infrared light, visible light, and ultraviolet light. As you can see, light falls roughly in the middle of the electromagnetic spectrum. It has shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies than microwaves, but not as short and high as X-rays. So, which type of light do you think is harmful to the skin? Take a moment and think about it. So, which type of light is harmful to the skin? Well, waves of light with the highest frequencies have the most energy and are harmful to the skin. Infrared light is light with the longest wavelengths. The term infrared means below red. Infrared light is the range of light waves that have longer wavelengths and lower frequencies than red light in the visible range of light waves. The sun gives off infrared light, as do flames and living things. You can't see infrared light waves, but you can feel them as heat. But infrared cameras and night vision goggles can detect infrared light waves and convert them into visible images. The only light that people can see is called visible light. This light consists of a very narrow range of wavelengths that falls between infrared light and ultraviolet light. Within the visible range, we can see different wavelengths as different colors of light. From red light, which is the longest wavelength, to violet light, which has the shortest wavelength. When all of the wavelengths of visible light are combined, as they are in sunlight, visible light appears white. Light with wavelengths shorter than visible light is called ultraviolet light. The term ultraviolet means above violet. Ultraviolet light is the range of light waves that have shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies than violet light, which is the visible range of light. With higher frequencies than visible light, ultraviolet light has more energy. It can be used to kill bacteria in food and to sterilize surgical instruments. The human skin also makes vitamin D when it is exposed to ultraviolet light. Vitamin D, in turn, is needed for strong bones and teeth. However, too much exposure to ultraviolet light can cause sunburn and skin cancer. As the slip, slop, slap slogan suggests, you can protect your skin from ultraviolet light by wearing clothing that covers your skin, applying sunscreen to any exposed areas, and wearing a hat to protect your head from exposure. The SPF, or sun protection factor, of sunscreen gives a rough idea of how long it protects the skin from sunburn. A sunscreen with a higher SPF value protects the skin longer. Sunscreen must be applied liberally and often to be effective. No sunscreen is completely waterproof. Should you apply sunscreen even on cloudy days? And if so, can you explain why? Pause the video for a moment, write down your answer. Welcome back. Ultraviolet light can travel through clouds, so it is harmful to unprotected skin, even on cloudy days. So to summarize, sunlight contains the complete range of wavelengths of electromagnetic waves. The entire range is called the electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic waves that are commonly called light fall roughly in the middle of the electromagnetic spectrum. Light includes infrared light, visible light, and ultraviolet light. Infrared light is light that is with the longest wavelengths and lowest frequencies. You can't see infrared light, but you can feel it as heat. Besides the sun, flames and living things give off infrared light. Visible light consists of a very narrow range of wavelengths that fall between infrared light and ultraviolet light. It is the only light that people can see. Different wavelengths of visible light appear as different colors. Ultraviolet light has shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies than visible light. Ultraviolet light also has more energy, which makes it useful for killing germs. Too much exposure to ultraviolet light can damage your skin. So, if you are comfortable discussing infrared, ultraviolet, and visible light, move on to the questions. Otherwise, at this moment, you should go back and check the video one more time. Feel free to write notes, because you can use those notes on the questions. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.